Hi boys and girls, welcome to your video on system of equations. In this video, I'm going to focus on the introduction of system of equations as well as system of equations by graphing. Please follow along in the video and you will be continuing to fill out your notes packet for each section. So the first thing I want to do is define what a system of equation might be. So the definition of a system of equations is a collection of two or more equations with the same set of unknowns. So a system of equations is a collection of two or more equations with the same set of unknowns. There's three types of system of equations and three different ways to solve. The first way is solved by graphing. The second is solved by elimination. And the third way is to solve by substitution. Let's first talk about system of equations of graphing. The definition of system of equations by graphing is the solution of a system is the ordered pair that is a solution to both equations. The key word here is solution to both equations. So we have to find an ordered pair that satisfies each equation. So let's look at our video example. Y equals negative 5/3 x plus 3 and y equals 1/3 x minus 3. We have to find an ordered pair that satisfies both of these equations. Both equations are in slope-intercept form, so we can graph each of these equations to determine where these lines meet. For a little bit of a review, y equals m, so these are both our slope, and label these as slope. And then plus 3 is my y-intercept, and minus 3 is my y-intercept. So I'm going to graph both of these equations separately. This equation, or this line, crosses the y-axis at 3. So I'm going to graph my point at 3. And I'm going to use slope to determine where the next point would be. This is a negative slope. Again, this is rise over run. You can recall from our slope unit. So I'm going to rise negative 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and run positive 3, 1, 2, 3, and graph my point. Let's look at our second equation. My y-intercept is negative 3. So this line crosses the y-axis at negative 3. And I'm going to use slope to determine where my next point might be. So I'm going to rise positive 1 and run positive 3. 1, 2, 3. So as you can see, both of these equations intersect at the ordered pair, positive 3, negative 2. So our final answer is positive 3, negative 2. So this ordered pair satisfies both equations. Now what I want you to do is try the student example on your own. These notes should be filled out. And then I want you to try the student example. Again, if you can recall from our previous units, this is your slope. And this is your y-intercept, meaning where the line crosses the y-axis. Okay, this concludes your video on graphing system of equations. If you have any questions, we will discuss furthermore in class tomorrow. All right, have a great night.